Here's the plot for Horton Hears a Who. We have Horton the elephant, who loves to take a swim into the nice rivers of pool in the pond, live in the jungle. That is so cool. And then what suddenly happens is, with a nice animals in the jungle, and then what suddenly happens is, when Horton hears a who inside of that pink flower. Looks like a truffle tree, or kind of the names are. And then they found a perfect thing for the yellow spot, and Horton the elephant says hello. And they speak inside, and they enter the small size of the thing. They meet Mayor. And which suddenly happens is when Mayor says hello to Horton, to finally hears in the Whoville that can hears a who, and you know what the good news. And all the other Whoville for the peoples in the neighborhoods are pretty wonderful. Who else is new? And then there are all the other jungle creatures and the jungle animals. They are pretty cool and of this film. And then which suddenly happens is when it reminds me of bird thing who wants to snap Horton, and then which suddenly happens is it ran away. And then which suddenly happens is they need to find some better things to do, and they found up one perfect flower. And then which suddenly happens is when Jane the kangaroo wants to burn the flower into a pot, but when Jane the kangaroo's one child says no, they want to be nice with the flower. And then Jane the kangaroo turned good at the end and felt happy and apologized to Horton. And then they sang a song and they give us a perfect happy ending. And then that's pretty much the plot. What have I heard of Horton Hears a Who? This can be my second favorite Blue Sky animated feature of all time. I just watched it as for my childhood. Yeah, I watched that for my childhood. And then, what have I heard of it? Ah yes, it aged well. Definitely my favorite Dr. Seuss animated feature of all time. Has come up for my second favorite Blue Sky animated features from Blue Sky Studios. Let's take a look at the animation. Animation, really awesome. The story, very cool and sensitive. And characters, we have Horton, the elephant, which is the main character. He is awesome and fantastic. He played legendarily Jim Carrey, which is the same cast who played It's Smokin' from The Mask. And last but certainly not least, with a new character who played Dr. Robotnik in Sonic the Hedgehog for 2020. And here we have Mayor, which is another main character. He is splendid. He played Steve Carell, which is the same cast who played Hammy from Over the Hedge and Gru from Despicable Me films. And here we have the 96 daughters and the one brother. Here's the one brother named, or should I know with the new character? That is the same person who played Theodore from Alvin and the Chipmunks for 2007. The one brother, one with nice black hair, he is pretty awesome. And the 96 daughters are really nice and sensitive. And they look pretty cute as also. And the neighbors and the peoples from Whoville are really awesome. The jungle animals are really cool. And the Jane the kangaroo, who's turned out to be a villain at the opening. And last but certainly not least, because Jane the kangaroo wants to turn good at the end of the film. And that Jane the kangaroo's child is nice. And yes, All the other characters are pretty nice. And how about that song at the end? They are catchy. And yes, this is recently 1 year before Ice Age 3 come out. And yes, that film is totally awesome. Ask for my favorite film of 2008, one is WALL-E. Ask for negatives, none. This is my second favorite Blue Sky Studios film, right under the Peanuts movie. I gave it a 10 out of 10. Amazing, brilliant masterpiece. Hope you all enjoy and have a nice day. And stay tuned for tomorrow of Ice Age 3 Dawn of the Dinosaurs for the Thanksgiving Day special.